hear you. Can you hear me?
I was thinking. I'm sorry. I wonder if we should see if...
Sorry.
I don't know.
You were wide awake.
Do you want to see if Ghost just wants to show up for the fucking loot crate?
If he wants to. If he wants to show up for the loot
Or
crate.
if Ghost wants to show up for what's in that crate.
What's in the box, Luke? What's in the box?
Got a new segment called What's in the Box?
We're gonna change some things up again today. We'll keep the segments up. Segments are good. I like the segments. Segments good.
Everyone likes that segment.
I've seen the general consensus though is like everybody kind of says the same thing. It's like like you were saying.
I realize how phallic this is in my face.
It is phallic.
Just dawned on me just now. I was like, ah.
Did it dawn on you?
Yeah, I just realized just now it's a dick in my face.
As long as the mic didn't dominate you.
That's below me. I'm above it.
You are above the
I'm
mic.
above it.
What were you saying?
So anyway, like nice cut. So anyway,
Well, I want to know.
Way to save us.
Luke
Well,
made
I just wanna know.
a great point about like some of his friends who listen to the show, and some guys I was
I
talking to
don't
as well.
remember saying any of that.
Yeah, of course you do. You're a super genius. You got too much going on in your head. You remember totally.
Whoa.
About how
That's
we
awfully generous.
we do kind of go sometimes a little bit long. We go like a couple hours, and it's tiring to like watch a 2-hour podcast. Like I break up the Rogan show and all the
listen
other
to it
like
since
2-hour
you know.
podcasts.
We haven't had that many that go past an hour, though. Like 2
no.
or 3, maybe.
Maybe 2 or 3 that go like really deep past an hour.
Yeah.
But we're always over an hour.
Oh, okay.
Like we're generally over an hour.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like we'll try to shave it down because the hour seems to be the sound or the time that everybody else kind of
leave on a high
caters
note,
to.
right?
Leave on a high note. But I definitely don't want to be just an hour. I want to be a little bit.
An hour is arguably awesome.
We can say like minimum.
Hours are awesome, and I don't want to take somebody else's awesome gimmick.
No, I don't think we should do below an hour. I
No.
think they should be at least an hour.
No, they should be at least an hour. They should be at least an hour
Yeah.
because hours are awesome, as is the awesome hour.
As I've heard.
They're good
Jesus.
dudes, man. They're good dudes.
I know. I'm not saying they aren't.
If you're
I
not
want
listening to the
everyone
awesome
know
hour,
we wrote down that pun on a piece of paper earlier on, and that's as good as we delivered it. We wrote it down.
where did
Yeah.
you write it down?
In-
I'm flying by the seat of my pants here.
What's that pre-show where they all sit around a table and talk about the script?
Oh, when they have a rehearsal.
Yeah. That was we talked
they
about
have
it in
a reading.
rehearsal,
They have a
hashed
reading.
it out.
Yeah,
A reading.
Hashed
they
out
have a
some
reading.
bits.
Yeah, they have a reading, like a rehearsal reading.
Yeah, they all sit around.
Yeah,
The Rock still delivers his gold in the reading, though.
he
He
does.
stands up and everything.
The Rock is gold all the time.
Not always, but most of the time.
I think The Rock is gold all the time.
I'll give Rock 95%. 5% of the time, you're like, oh, Rock, just sit
Just
down.
Rock. What
Sit
are you
down,
doing?
Rock.
Oh,
Every
Rock.
once in a while, he'll say something like, probably one video too much, Rock.
one video moment too many.
I like that even though he's Dwayne Johnson, he is not Dwayne Johnson.
No.
His name will be Dwayne Johnson on all the credits.
I think
and
he
everything
does
he's in.
own The Rock, though.
I know.
I bet he
really,
does.
I think
But
he owns it.
What
Yeah.
I'm saying is people just call him The Rock.
Yeah.
How could he
doesn't
not at this point? I mean,
I think he owns that as like a trademark.
yeah, he owns the name, and
Yeah.
they can call him that.
Yeah.
I don't,
We should,
I don't think he'll put it on a movie poster.
we
but
should
people
say
can
that
call him that.
You own at Southside Strangler. And you
I
own
wouldn't go as
at
far
No
as saying
Feel
that I
Monster.
own it.
And Handsome Dan.
And Handsome Dan.
He has Old Painless is waiting too, though.
Yeah, you also have Old Painless is Waiting.
I don't know if ownership is enough. Do I own it? Instagram just take it away from me if they wanted to.
They could, but I mean, like, who else could really do it justice?
It's like that guy who actually had The Rock at The Rock, and The Rock gave him millions of dollars to have it.
I'm sure, like, that's a big deal. I mean, Nike did that, I remember. Like, way back when somebody had Nike.com when the internet was young.
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
That's
Don't
smart, man.
don't totally quote me on that,
Yeah,
but
but
it
I
was
know.
one major company.
Yeah.
I heard there was a lot of people that were doing that when the internet started getting big. They got wise and they bought
Yeah.
the domain rights.
They were like domain squatters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
when it
Now
was
they're
actually
rich.
worth money.
Yeah, and now they got paid a decent amount of money.
Like the guys that do all the Olympic ones.
Yeah.
They'll buy like the Olympics 20, whatever.
Belarus 2020
Yeah, yeah.
or some weird shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah, some guy on Instagram day 2. I'll call myself at The Rock.
Yeah.
And then 6 years later, The Rock's all over Instagram says, I need The Rock.
I need The Rock. Chris Hardwick from Nerdist did that.
Yeah.
Where he wanted to buy up like all the Hardwicks, like at Hardwick, because the Nerdist became bigger than just the one dude, right?
Oh, yeah.
As they say, it is now a many-headed beast.
Oh,
What was started by Chris
Nerdist
Hardwick.
News, man? Oh, Christ,
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
So he went and he bought up like all the Hardwick stuff, and I think he traded some girl in California because she had Hardwick, and like I think he gave her like not a Ferrari, but like at least a really cool
Something worth her
120 gold-plated model of a Ferrari.
A marble.
Weird.
Yeah,
Oh,
with a
gold-plated.
zombie in it,
A gold-plated
tongue sticking out.
Ferrari
Super vague.
marble.
I think,
Super
I think you're
vague.
lying.
I'm making all of that
That
up.
doesn't make any sense.
Every
Speaking
bit
of,
of it.
making shit up, I just read how, before we went on live, how Conor McGregor has been stripped of his featherweight championship belt.
Was it a stripping? Because last night they said that he voluntarily
Well, I think
handed
he
it
didn't have
over.
a choice.
That could be very relevant.
In his statement, he relinquished it.
He relinquished the title.
But
Well, because he's not going to say they took it from him. He'll never say that.
They-
It's his ego.
Yeah, but they took it from him. They didn't give him a choice.
I know
Yeah.
that.
And then
It's like saying I quit and I
they,
didn't fire
they
him.
gave it to Jose Aldo.
Yeah, well, he
He's
is
now the champion.
from the interim to now the actual champion.
Yeah.
And
then
who is it? It's coming up quick, right?
Holloway and some fucking.
No, it's not Holloway.
No.
Holloway's like a 85 or 75.
there's a couple
So,
of nobodies
so this
who
guy
are fighting
failed.
for the belt.
McGregor failed a piss test or what?
No.
He's
He
the
held
55
both
champ.
titles.
He won a belt at a higher weight class. He had 2 belts.
Yeah, I know that.
And the UFC won't let you have 2 belts.
Why not?
I don't know.
They
I
should-
think that's a little bit
that
weird.
literally makes no sense. Boxing does that all the time.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's hard to get,
Mm-hmm.
but it's doable.
It's never
I-
happened in UFC before, and they don't know what to do, so they took one of the belts away.
I
that
think they
is
made such a
ridiculous.
big deal about it that they should have at least let him defend
That's
the
how it should be.
45 one
The
more
problem
time.
is he's having a kid soon. So
Well, that's
he
right,
Probably
yeah.
won't fight till April, May.
Well, that's
That
too
could be
fucking
right.
bad.
I know. I agree. That's too fucking bad. But they're just.
Well, I mean, look how long he's had the 45 and didn't fight at 45.
True.
He was fighting at 55 for a long fucking
There was
time.
also no one to fight at 45. Now there is.
Yeah.
But that's fine. Then it's like, hey, he is forced into a title fight. Then not
I
take
agree.
the belt away.
Yeah.
Force
Yes.
him to fight a title
I
fight.
agree.
Yeah.
I think when he's back, April, May,
Mm-hmm.
he fights he defends the belt.
You currently have an interim title. You currently have 2 guys who are fighting for contendership of said interim title. Let them do that. Let 45 exist. Because, I mean, like, if there's one thing that I will say, I've always said that, like, I might not like some of his attitude stuff that he does. And at first I thought it was a gimmick, and now I'm pretty sure it's a gimmick. But Conor McGregor is a talented motherfucker, and he has brought tons of money to that
He's
company.
obnoxious as fuck, but he can
Yeah,
fight. Like,
but he can fight, and he backs it up. Let him keep it, man. Let him have the belt.
Yeah.
Imagine
Let
what
him
it's
let
like
him
to
wait
be
until
Aldo.
April.
Like Aldo is the 45-pound champ for like 10 years or some shit.
Yeah.
Gets knocked out in 5 seconds,
Mm-hmm.
loses the belt, and then doesn't have a fight after
Yeah.
getting knocked out. Nothing. And then all of a sudden, they take the belt away from McGregor and they give it back to him.
Yeah. There you go.
He's at home reading a newspaper, having a coffee. Someone shows up at the door. Hey, you
can have this back now.
There you go.
The guy who brutally knocked you out in 7 seconds
Yeah.
doesn't want it anymore.
No,
Well, I
he's not
think-
allowed to have it.
I think they called him and said he can take the sticker that says interim off.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, he's got a sticker on it that says interim.
No, he's trying to scrape that off right now. It doesn't come off.
He's got a Dremel tool.
Yeah.
He's just shaving
I
it
still
off.
think that Daniel Cormier is still the interim 205 champ. Until John Jones comes back, he's still the. I know he's not. He's the real
Oh,
champ. But come on.
I know. I
just feels
feel
like
bad for Cormier. I think Chael is right. He needs to embrace being booed. He needs to make shirts that say boo on them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
the bad guy.
boo
Stop
and just
being the
like
bad guy.
fucking
Like-
walk
like
out.
Stone Cold Steve Austin merch.
Yeah.
Just shit that, yeah.
Yeah, like in wrestling.
Yeah,
that's-
have him like guess
Just
who
do
has
it.
2 thumbs and everyone hates him. And it's like,
Exactly.
dude,
Just do what every other bad guy does. Embrace the bad guy until you become a good guy.
Exactly.
Yeah, until they love you.
Just like Connor or Chael, they're
Yeah.
always like, they're like, fuck you and fuck you. And they're like, this guy's a piece of shit. 2 years later, I love this guy.
It's what happens in wrestling. It's like you have to embrace the hate until suddenly you have a face turn and become a good guy.
I've been saying this for probably like ever since Lesnar started going back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
That those 2 companies are basically hooked up under the main, like, without anyone knowing. Like, there's no legal. Like,
Yeah,
thing
there's
where
no paperwork.
WWE and UFC aren't partnered up, but
Yeah.
how much you want to bet WWE is lending them heel guys and like managers to be like, hey, tell your guys to say this, tell your guys to say that.
Oh, at least writers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just seems so obvious now, man, because they know they can make even more money creating those 2 like sides of the things, right?
It's
But
it's a
then you
very
see-
good theory,
You see it
but
fail miserably when some people try to be like, I'm going to try and be a bad guy and get paid.
but
and they
that's why I
just got
think
awful at it.
it's not real. Yeah, I mean, like I see
Yeah.
what you mean. I think they're definitely taking a page from the WWE playbook.
Yeah, like I'm saying, when they sit down with a guy like Chael, they're like,
Yeah.
do it. It's going
Go
to make us
nuts.
money. You're going to help us.
But to be fair, I mean,
you go up the
Muhammad
fight,
Ali
like-
did that in the 60s and 70s.
Oh yeah,
He just ran his fucking
he's
mouth.
the king of
Yeah,
that.
because it's successful.
He's the grandfather.
It's
of
because
it.
it's successful, and it fucks the other guy. If he's mentally weak to that, then yeah, you just capitalize on it.
Yeah.
So
I mean, look at guys who tried to do it against McGregor. McGregor just like he out obnoxiouses guys.
you can't be. Yeah, you can't
It's
be
the
more.
accent.
Yeah.
You can't drown out the accent. Everyone always hears it.
Oh yeah.
Like
No
you-
matter who's in the room, like, hey, who's the guy with the accent real loud? Oh,
yeah.
listen to that guy.
I think you're saying something, but I
Like,
can't hear you.
Who the
It's like,
fuck? Who the
what?
fuck is that guy?
So you have to go the opposite.
that guy.
If he's doing that, you have to go so far the other way that he doesn't. That you're almost bored of hearing him.
Yes.
So you have to show him that you don't even care, and so he has to try harder,
Mm-hmm.
which gives everyone more of like, oh my god, he's such a fucking asshole. And the other guy is just like ignoring him. He's gonna get him. They're hoping you're gonna crack the other guy.
Yeah, man.
So you can't go asshole versus asshole. That's just
It's tough.
It's hard to
like,
do.
Like Nate Diaz does asshole versus asshole, and they both become gods.
Yeah,
They
it's true,
both
man.
2 bad guys become 2 good guys.
Mm-hmm.
Where they fight anyone else, it's bad guy versus good guy. But when they fight each other, 2 bad guys become 2 goods.
They
Everyone's
became
cheering for them.
both likable.
Yeah, everyone like.
I don't know if it was around the same time it happened, but like Ric Flair called out McGregor for like calling out WWE guys.
Yeah, he
and
said
now
he could whip W wrestling. guys.
because what's his name came in and got his ass handed to him.
Brock.
CM Punk.
Yeah.
He went there.
Brock
Well,
CM.
anyway, Ric Flair was calling out McGregor, saying there are guys who are legit. Like, don't think of
Well,
Phil
there's-
Brooks as a legit guy.
There's wrestlers that are
Yeah.
wrestlers. Right?
Well, like Nick Nemeth, who is Dolph Ziggler, is like a legit title and record holding collegiate wrestler, as decorated as Brock. But he went down the WWE road, but whatever. But I don't know if it was around that time, but that's when he started wearing those really Ric Flair suits and the big fucking Ric Flair 80s sunglasses.
He's getting the mantle passed down.
I feel like he's kind of sticking it back to Flair. He's like, oh yeah, is that what you think, huh?
Yeah.
And he's like, fucking suit, 3-piece, pinstripes, glasses, fucking this in the elevator. Like,
But see, that just reinforces my statement. If Ric Flair's calling out UFC fighters, they're doing it inter-federation, basically.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't too long ago, right, that Dana said that like now it's fairly easy to work with Vince and he likes it now, whereas like before it was really hard. There were some dark times because he always admired the guy and liked working with him, but it wasn't easy. It wasn't like walking up to Vince, knocking on his door, and there it is.
The Shamrock thing kind of made it rough for a long time.
Could be. He made it hard though.
Yeah.
Speaking of people,
a dick, and they just assumed the UFC was Shamrock, and I was like, no, that's just Shamrock.
That's just Shamrock.
Oh yeah, because
man.
he was in the early phase stages of it, I guess, right?
He was,
yeah.
So Shamrock left a lot of sour grapes, but he's a dick. So
there are some
he's
good.
not a dick. He's just
he's hard to deal with.
He's in
bitter.
his own bubble.
Yeah, that's right.
He's in his own bubble where it's like, is the lion den still relevant? And
I mean, I think like once Frank shows up at the family house and you're like, you gotta work with your new brother Frank. And you're like, I hate that guy. And it just turns you into a dick.
Yeah.
Because like McGregor is your family.
They're all dicks. The whole family. It's the kind of family that it's a bunch of brothers and fathers who like beat the fucking shit out of each other, and they think it's like building character when there's building character, and then there's just being a cocksucker who beats the shit out of people in your house. You can't beat up anyone else, so you beat people up in your house.
Well, that's kind of like Hughes too, right? Like Hughes didn't come from a great background.
Yeah, he
either.
was the same thing. He was like his dad used to beat him till eventually he just beat his dad.
Like his book is like a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, it's
like if you read the what's it called, the Matt Hughes book. It's like, so we walked into the field and grabbed some shit and went to the neighborhood bar and found that chick we liked and shoved it down her shirt. I'm like, well, you're an awful human. That's not exactly it.
Hey, I like
but
you.
that's the kind of like
dead animal guts.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like that.
He's got like a really fucking way about him.
He's generally disliked by anyone who's not a hardcore Christian.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he hit the whole Bible thing during the tough.
Yeah, he made him where they went in for training that one day. It's like, okay, I'm the head coach, Matt Hughes. It's like, I'm going to be the head coach today. All you new guys are going to be training. Okay, coach, you're a former middleweight champion of the world. You're a great wrestler. Welterweight. I'm looking forward to learning some shit from you. It's going to be great. So, all right, everyone, here's a Bible for everyone. I want everyone to read this passage and tell me which person I am.
Yeah.
They're
like he basically wants. He's hoping they're all going to say he's the lion.
Yeah.
Whatever passage it is, because there's always a lion in it.
Wait for it. It wasn't the lion. It was the queen.
But
for real though.
Oh, okay.
Like for real, he had lined himself up in that
to
passage.
Being called the queen, or
as hopefully they'll think I'm like the queen because I'm like giving them.
Was this on one of those reality shows?
Yes.
On Tough, yeah.
And then no one.
One of the early
for the rest
seasons.
of the year.
That's great.
Everyone avoided him like the plague.
The queen.
Yeah.
Except for that one crazy Christian guy who's just like all in.
He's fucking waving the Bible in his face.
Of course, those guys they find a unity in the.
It's like it's quiet in the whole gym. No one's doing awesome. Praise Jesus!
Praise Jesus.
Hallelujah.
Well, not to get too far off topic, but we should let them know we have at No Feel Monster.
That is how we operate.
Yes.
And at No Feel Monster has got a high for us to go on because we're going to do our highs and lows. We're actually going to go around the table the highs first.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, obviously, I mean, my only real priority for the last month has been knowing that I'm going to Thailand for a month with you guys.
Yeah, that's been pretty great.
I mean, I don't care if that's like a lazy high. That's like I'm going to fucking Thailand for a month. I haven't gone in 4 years. I didn't think I'd ever get to go back, even for this long.
Really? Like it wasn't in your radar that you're ever going to make it back?
Maybe one day I'll get to go back for a couple weeks or something, and then knowing like him planning this, like Luke planning his wedding around that.
It's kind of a
I wasn't going to be able to go.
Cheeky reason to drag everyone out there though.
Yeah, to get us all there at the same time.
Yeah, I knew that.
To give everyone a reason. Like no guarantees.
We've talked about it, but if they don't know, if everybody at home doesn't know, we are going because No Feel Monster or Southside Strangler has decided that he's gonna have a big Thai wedding on a beach.
Ceremony.
In Koh Phi Phi.
A ceremony.
Yeah. You were already married on paper.
We're all gonna get our sand in our toes.
But we need to get sand in our toes.
What do you wear it when you do that?
I want you to wear some bottoms and a top.
Oh, okay, so I don't have to
of your choice.
Okay.
Pants and a shirt.
Okay.
Pants. Well, not be shorts.
Okay, so crotch covering and nipple covers.
Maybe my denim.
Yeah. Something
shorts.
cover your jiggly bits.
Okay. My jean shorts.
Tops and bottoms.
Yeah.
Those ones that are too tight.
Short shorts.
So all the milk lemonade stuff get covered up.
Okay. Oh, it's about childish.
And around the corner where the fudge is made. You got to cover all that up.
You can have most of your upper body exposed except for your nipples.
I will wear an almost too far trap cut shirt.
I accept.
I will buy a XXL and I will cut it very deep.
I accept.
I'm okay with that.
I will grab a Sharpie and I will draw a bow tie on it.
Perfect. I'll get it white. I'll get it and buttons.
And then you're formal.
And the vest.
I will bring a brush and I will bring black paint.
Yeah.
And I'll do that for you.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I want a
Real
tuxedo
formal.
shirt, but a homemade tuxedo
Yeah,
trap
buy a
cut shirt.
tuxedo shirt and cut it into a trap cut.
No, I'll buy a trap cut a big white shirt, and we'll paint it into it.
No, you
Yeah.
can buy the real bad tuxedo shirts.
Yeah, tuxedo shirt and just trap
If I can
it.
find one
Trap
for
cut
like
it.
triple XL, I want it to be huge and obnoxious.
Oh, we'll
like
find one.
stupid beer league.
Oh,
team
Amazon
that
that too.
jerseys are tuxedos.
Who is
It's
it?
hilarious. It's like a local beer league team.
Yeah.
Their jerseys are tuxedos.
Well, that's rough.
There's those
It's
singlets.
it's quite hilarious.
That's pretty rough.
Those singlets you found are tuxedos.
They're skating around just dapper as fuck. These
Just
guys.
dapper motherfuckers. But is that your looking forward to, or that's your high? Like your high is we're
I
going
leave
to
on
town.
Friday, man.
Oh shit! Yeah, I guess so. You are
my
going
high.
quick.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, because this is the last episode
Yeah, I leave
for
on
all of
Sunday.
us here. You leave
I
Sunday.
would say all of us, but we're not all here. But that's fine.
Yeah,
I
you
hope-
leave on the second.
I hope the haunted one is listening.
the
as
haunted
he's
one is hearing this.
at home playing video games.
Well, he's packing for work. He's packing for work. I will let him say that he's packing for
He's
work.
not here to defend himself.
Strangler.
He will feel my wrath.
What is your high of the week?
My high, my low, and my what's I'm looking forward to is all in that box.
Oh, there's a box.
So do we get to know what's in there, even though it's only for Ghost?
No, it's for the group.
Oh, I thought
for
it was
the
like for Ghost.
Just
Whoa.
Ghost doesn't get to be part of the thing now.
What?
Oh.
I thought Ghost got. I thought it was a head in a box for Ghost. I thought
That big box.
I would stand next to
head.
Ghost,
For head.
and then you would bring it quietly, or at least get it FedExed here. Then Ghost would scream, "What's in the box?" and he'd make me go look in it. I tell him not to look,
Don't
because I'm the
look.
darkest guy here, so I'd have to be.
And it'd be awesome.
Don't
I
look.
have to be Morgan Freeman.
Don't look.
Don't look in the box.
Who am I? Am
Nope.
I like the power?
You're
force?
you're Kevin Spacey.
Oh, I'm not gonna put the head.
No,
in the
no,
box.
because
Yeah.
he's Morgan Freeman.
I'm going back to prison.
No. Well, he brought the box.
Oh yeah, okay.
So
you're
I'm
Kevin
Morgan
Spacey.
Freeman. You bring the box in the room.
You're
He
a FedEx
sends you
guy.
to bring the box.
Yeah, I'm the
FedEx
FedEx
guy.
guy.
Yeah.
I am just the FedEx guy.
Like,
Yeah.
just sign here, please.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's fine.
Nice.
I'm okay with having that role. I like
That
this.
seems legitimate.
So yours is whatever's in that mystery
box?
box back
Yes.
there. Okay.
Well, let's get mine out of the way
Yeah,
so we
yeah,
can get to the
please.
box.
You never do yours.
Yeah,
I
you don't
do
ever
mine.
do yours. It's
I
your
do
thing.
mine.
You don't do your
This
own
is my
thing.
segment, and I don't do mine. Mine was this week's episode of Flash.
Was it?
Yeah,
Why?
the last episode because Kevin Smith directed it, and it was
Really?
It was dark. It was the one where you realize this season, because I am a huge CW DC universe
Yeah,
guy.
you're a big fan of them.
I fucking think they're doing it right for TV. Like, it's obviously not great. It's not. I mean, it's not the best version we're gonna ever see,
Well,
but
yeah,
it's
but-
a pretty great version.
Mhm.
But this was the episode where you watch and you realize that this season's villain is Barry Allen. He's the bad
Oh,
guy.
weird.
Yeah.
Does he play Reverse Flash?
No, he actually is the guy who fucked everything up, and everyone's life is garbage right now, and everybody's pissed off because he created Flashpoint. Now, Flashpoint was the event that creates the New 52
Yeah.
in the current DC timeline,
Yeah.
where he goes back to save his mother, and because he saves his mother,
fucks everything
it
up.
fucks everything up. When he comes back, nothing's the same. And in this Flashpoint,
So I no, sorry, not to cut you off. I like how they do that with like either a time traveling or like in Flash style time traveling. Like,
Yeah.
he knows full well that something's going to change.
Yeah.
And that he's not supposed to do it, but he does it anyway.
he does it anyway.
I like it when they do that to good characters.
Yeah.
When they make them go so like I have to.
I gotta repair it. I have to repair it. And that was cool because they did that too, where he decided because he'd fucked things up, he should jump back and do it again.
But it's so selfish, right? For
It
a
is.
hero to be selfish is so funny. Like
It's so hilarious, man. Not funny, but it's
but
so like
it's a good way
it's a
to
good
write.
way to make him villainous without making him a villain. But when he does go back to try to fix it again, Jay Garrick pulls him out of the timeline and then breaks a teacup and tells him like, I can put the piece back, but it'll never be the same.
oh,
so
he's trying to give him symbolism to settle down, or what?
yeah, to settle down, because Jay Garrick is actually his father from an alternate universe.
I have a teacup.
Yeah. And that's what it was. He vibrates a piece broken, and he's like, look at this shit. You see how it looks the same, but it won't be the same? So now he's decided not to. And this week's episode was the one where he's like, everybody is against everybody. Like,
Oh, wow.
the team is fractured. And usually they've been so chummy and so buddy-buddy. But right now, like, they're all mad at him.
Huh.
Like, nobody's happy with him. His girlfriend is, but, like, that's it.
So they're
But,
aware that he went back. Like it didn't change that much of the time stream.
No, yeah, he told them. Like, when he came back the first time to, like, Flashpoint, it was weird. Like, his best friend was suddenly super rich and kind of a dick. The other member of the team was a villain. Nobody really knew each other. They didn't get along. Like, everything was weird, right? But then when he came back, they were all in this weird place where they were back to normal, but, like, the one best friend who he had was mad at him because his brother is now dead, and Flash wouldn't go back to change that. So, but now they all know that the reason everything is so fucked up and the reason everybody's so dark is because Barry left, created Flashpoint, and before that, they were still chummy.
Oh, okay.
So it makes him a villain. And I really enjoyed the way it was written. Like, it didn't feel like this really strained, forced version of, like, DC time travel shit.
But the nice thing is that's what you get when like it's not that I want to freaking tug off Kevin Smith there because I have a lot of beefs with that guy. But
Yep.
I mean, he's a good writer.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think he wrote it, but he definitely directed the shit out of it.
Sorry,
yeah.
he's good. He's a good director, writer, whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
He's good at what he does.
Yeah, he's a good creator.
Yeah.
He put a really good stamp on it. Cool. Do you want to? That's my high.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to hit the lows first, or would you like to see what's in the box? Because we have 2 boxes this week.
Yeah, we got 2 boxes.
We're all boxes.
We're all boxes this
This
week.
episode is What's in the Box episode.
Well, that's the title now.
What's in the box?
Guess what the title is now?
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
No, it should be another quote from the movie, but around that time. It should be like something that Morgan Freeman says.
Open the box.
Yeah.
Don't open the box.
Don't open the box.
Peanut butter. It's gonna be something Morgan Freeman-y. All right.
Okay,
well,
so do you want to, or do you want to wait?
well, let's get to our lows. Because then we'll have something to go back to. We'll have a high again.
What's your low, Dan?
It's a roller coaster, Dan.
My low is that I didn't compete this weekend as much as like I was there all day helping and everything. It's like I still felt extremely left out.
Well, we'll explain what this weekend what happened this weekend.
Yeah, so there was the CPL is the Canadian Powerlifting League. So there was it's a newer fed. It's only been around 2 years. A lot of the same people that I know, like a lot of same circle, but Ghost competed, and then a couple other of our friends competed. I wasn't prepared for a competition, so I chose not to. Ghost did amazing, and
He broke some records.
yeah,
huh?
oh dude, and it's nice too because they have a submaster class, so he's like sub old technically because 34 and up is submaster.
Yeah,
So
that's awesome.
He set a submaster record for squat and then broke it with his 4th attempt, a national record. So
Yeah.
that's amazing. His deadlift was amazing. He got
It was 6 something, right?
606 for his squat and I think he said 670 for his deadlift.
Wow.
And I can't remember what he did for his bench, but it was still good. And he just did amazing overall. And I was glad I was there to help him with everything and everyone else that was there too. But yeah, like even though you're there doing all that, it still was like, man, I'm not doing anything. You know, that was kind of the thing. By the end of the day, I was
The
like, man,
camaraderie was there, but you weren't part
Yeah.
of it the same way.
yeah. And I just don't want to. That's I guess to me a good sign because if I didn't care, I guess it's like maybe I am getting tired of powerlifting. But no, I would rather be competing than just there or watching or whatever. You know? It gives me a reason to keep doing it, I guess.
That's cool.
But
It keeps you relevant in the scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right.
On a high note, I guess, from that is that in the new year when I come back from Thailand, I'm looking forward to kind of starting everything back up. So.
Cool. That'll be really good.
Yeah.
I mean, it gives you something to look forward to.
Yeah, and like I already have plans for what I want to do and how I want to do it, and I'm going to definitely be competing in this federation now. They're great. They're really supportive and considerate of all their athletes, and it's just a good environment. It's just like our other fed, the GPC that we compete in. Very similar environment.
What does GPC stand for?
Global Powerlifting Committee.
Okay.
So CPL is a division of another international federation. So is GPC. They're 2 different international federations. Slightly different rules in each one. Obviously, that's just how it works.
Yeah.
But
that's cool, man.
Yeah.
What was the name of the fellow who was there on the mic?
Oh, Brandon Lilly. And they brought
Lilly.
in Brandon Lilly, which is amazing. I don't know if they're going to do this, but they were thinking to try and find a way to actually have prize money for these meets because there aren't any that have prize money ever.
Yeah, that's wild.
And then open it internationally. So if they have it, then they say, okay, say the best overall lifter gets $5,000 or some shit.
Yeah.
People from the States are going to fly up just for that.
That'd be really cool. It'd be incentive to bring bigger
man.
talent.
Yes, and for bigger talent to come up on their own. It's like, man, I want to win $5,000. Like, fuck yeah, I'll come up for that. Like,
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool. It was it'd be weird though. Like, okay, now if more talent from the States comes up, obviously they're not eligible.
They're not
eligible
set
to
records.
break
any national records or set them.
So incentive should be it's got to be monetary.
Prize money.
Yeah.
That's why no one goes across because for Canadian lifters to go down to the U.S. is a complete waste of time.
Yeah.
Other than just showing up and winning a medal.
Yeah.
And trying to like broaden your horizons.
Well, it's like resume building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I competed here, but you go back broke or in the hole because you paid to fly down there, hotels, all that stuff.
Wow, that's rough.
So if you think about it, if there was the odd fed that gave you $5,000 for best, that's something to compete towards, right?
Yeah, man.
Which is nice, and then you don't have to worry about that you didn't set any records because you could destroy a bunch of guys and then it doesn't even matter. There's no record of it.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really sucks because that's just it. I mean, like, it'd be nice if there was a record with an asterisk. They Barry Bonds that thing.
Yeah.
Like set up a record as like
Worlds is different. But
Worlds obviously.
But Worlds again, they're not probably having prize money, which they could. Maybe they'd start. I think they have the right idea though. The guys organizing this one have a really good idea.
Yeah, it was a really well put together meet. Like
Plus
I haven't been to a. Go ahead.
Sorry, plus the whole like it was for like PTSD fundraising and like shell.
Yeah, like a lot of the military was involved, and it looked really cool. Like it had a cool military kind of feel to it with all the netting and the mesh and shit and the howitzers.
Greg, the main guy that was kind of running it, he's obviously military. That's why. And then he had a bunch of his guys come down and set up displays and stuff. So
Yeah, it was really cool, man.
Yeah.
I mean, like I was saying, I haven't been to a lot of meets in a long time, probably about 15 years. But shit, it was a really nicely put together meet.
Yeah.
The mood was really cool. Like everybody's super chill.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't a whole lot of really old school meatheads there.
No.
Yeah, but it was nice. Not a lot of the old school guys were,
No,
but
but I know
I
what
just
you mean.
I didn't see or hear anything negative the entire day.
No.
Which was really
But
cool.
You never will. Like, not at ones like that, especially if, like, you're a first-time lifter. They just, everybody's on you. Like, are you good? Are you good? Do you need anything? Do you know what you're doing? Like, it's not, push the rookie in and see how good he does kind of bullshit, right?
And like we said earlier, too, like Brandon Lilly there. Cool as shit, man.
Yeah.
Like, what a fucking cool guy.
Yeah,
like,
just
really, really
extremely
happy-go-lucky
approachable
fella.
for everybody.
Very approachable.
Yeah.
And to see a guy who's, like, essentially like a walking boulder
Yeah.
be that chill.
Yeah.
And you're like, man, that's really cool. Like, like I said, he made that kid feel like $1 million. There's
Right.
a little kid there who he spent as much time as he needed to with.
Yeah.
He made that kid feel awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Strangler?
Hi.
Hey, buddy, you were kind of quiet
Hey.
there. You were
Hey.
thinking about your box, weren't you?
Not just listening.
It was a good listen, though.
It's story time.
I like
It was
listening
story
to
time.
stories.
I just felt like I was in front of the campfire.
Campfire stories.
Had a blanket. Dan was telling me about his life. I
Yeah.
was like,
Doing
Yeah,
dance
man.
stuff.
No, you weren't. You
Hey,
were
man.
listening with intent
relaxing.
to
he was
learn.
he was rocking me to sleep.
I can relax people with my voice.
That sounds like a bad 80s song. Rock
So
me
my
gently.
low
Yeah, you're low. What you got there?
Why does Barry Bonds have an asterisk on his name when the pitchers were also on steroids?
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man.
That's
I
really
have said it for
Wait a
years.
minute.
Are
Are you
steroids
serious?
too?
Did they is that what that means?
Steroids for all.
It's like,
But yeah, he gets an
asterisk.
asterisk.
Look at the asterisk on the page. Was on steroids. That's the asterisk? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, Barry
But it-
Bonds is an asterisk next to his name.
But I
my
don't think
life.
that's fair because all the pitchers were also on steroids, so it's equally hard.
Yeah, because they didn't want to lose the battle.
Well, no,
Like, I'm gonna
okay,
strike this
let's say they
motherfucker out.
weren't on steroids.
They were.
Okay, let's just say for sake of argument they weren't, right?
Okay.
Tommy John surgery. They replace that tendon in your arm. They take the shit from a corpse or from your leg and shove it in your arm, and your arm
robot.
is suddenly friggin' shmoop, like you're launching balls again, right?
Unused tendons.
Unused tendons, yeah. But there are lots of things that really change the game. Like you can't no longer are I mean it's a broad statement, but guys aren't as worried anymore for just the whole career of long fucking hard 90-mile-an-hour pitches. Like
Yeah.
Tommy John surgery's around the corner,
So
right?
didn't like the Babe Ruth era is the same pitcher pitched the whole game.
I mean, not-
he got tired as the
yeah,
game went on. And
they
you
played
could
longer
You could
games.
light him up later in the game.
Yeah.
because he would fatigue.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now they have 300 pitchers pitching one game. You're hitting fresh guys all the time. Where back when Babe Ruth was setting records, he was lighting up seventh inning home
They were
runs on
slower
tired
pitchers
guys.
too, though.
Yeah, they were slower pitchers. They weren't rifling the ball the way they are now. And they still had pitching changes, but it wasn't as much as today. It was more like goalies in hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll have two pitchers, kind of thing.
Yeah, you'll have a couple guys out there. Whereas, like, if your pitcher, like on the Yankees, when the pitchers finally got tired, well, Babe Ruth came in.
Yeah.
Babe Ruth would come in and throw
Start
pit, like he'd start lighting guys up. Yeah,
He's like, I'm exhausted.
yeah,
It's like every pitch I throw is a home run now. God damn it.
yeah. They were like old school, like everybody's utility player. They all played every position, and they all played every position really well.
Yeah. And then, but yeah, Roger Clemens, he did the whole. He's in the hot water for the steroids. They were all
yeah.
on steroids.
They
Oh,
were,
like
man.
Barry Bonds,
There were
like,
lots
oh,
of
I'm
guys
I'm
out there.
sick of them caring, man.
This
Yeah.
guy,
Just let him do fucking
whatever,
steroids.
81
Their
home
career.
runs or whatever he hit. Not fair. Not a real record. It's like, well, the pitcher's on juice. You think it's not going to slow down their pitch being on
Yeah,
juice?
man.
Fuck off.
I feel like you
Let it be.
need to introduce steroids into sports because, like, you're looking at the way guys are playing now,
Everyone
and the way
thinks that.
they're all like you're finding more injuries now. You're getting guys really tired and injured, and they're fucking
Well,
having these 40-year guys get beat up in
There's
as
also,
your career.
There's also guys that go on gear
Mm-hmm.
and then they get injured and then they stay on gear and then they're reoccurring injury because it's catch-22. If you
Yes.
regulated it properly, and you had
Exactly.
sports doctors giving these guys the steroids they need, they'd fucking be amazing athletes.
Mm-hmm.
You'd extend the lifespan of a player by probably like 10 years.
But they can't decide what they want to do. Like, it was no steroids, and then, okay, you had TRT, which
Yeah.
is
Mm-hmm.
okay. And now TRT is not okay, but now the guys are taking T23.
Yep.
And then this year, the first year, the NHL followed the NFL's rules of banning T23.
Mm-hmm.
So now you can't take T23 anymore. So now Sidney Crosby has all kinds of fucking problems because he's on T23. Now he can't take it anymore.
Yep.
And he's like, no, now I'm clean. I'm not taking T23. But in the UFC, now all of a sudden you can't take T23 anymore, and guys are getting suspended all over the place. Because yesterday you could take it, now
Yeah.
you can't. So all their piss texts are coming dirty. It's like, listen, you motherfuckers. So
Well, I mean,
it's everywhere.
Like I
that's
said,
like the
like-
legacy piss test
Like
too.
Leoto.
Right? Yeah.
Leoto got burned for that.
Yeah.
They released the new list of what's now banned.
Mhm.
It comes into all the agents. Agents send them to all the managers. You taking any of this shit? Everyone just lie. But Leoto being a stand-up fucking, Shadukan
Yeah.
honorable death kind of guy.
The dragon is honorable.
Yeah. So he calls him up. He's like, I'm taking substance number 72 on this list. They're like, okay, you're banned for 18 months.
It's fucked up, man. Hey, does questions? I haven't really watched a lot. Not really. I haven't really been involved too much in like the backstage stuff. Does Bellator submit?
No, yeah, it's the states that do it now. So Bellator has to appease.
Bellator has to submit in Nevada.
Yeah.
I wonder if they have to submit everywhere. Do all the states ban? Like,
I think that was the deal for New York. They're unifying.
They regulate it based on what Nevada does.
Yeah, that's how they're able to get New York.
Yeah.
So I think Bellator has to fall in line with everyone else.
Nowitzki is not working for the UFC. He's working for what's it called? USADA, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not like he's gonna go.
You can still go fight in Japan. Do whatever the fuck you want, though.
Live like a king.
Live like king in
Like
Japan.
Mr. Baseball.
You can take whatever the fuck you
Fucking
want.
what
Like
a
Tom
great
Selleck
movie.
and Mr. Baseball.
Yeah,
Mr. Baseball
you can do
is
whatever
awesome.
you want in Japan.
Yeah.
You can do a whole line of blows and walk out to your fight. It's all good. The
all
Japanese
right.
is like, you will in that fight with honor.
They go out the front curtain and then they like clap it in the air above their face and they walk towards
That's
them.
not chalk.
It's
Yeah.
lifting chalk.
That's
That's all it
coke.
is.
Yeah. It's just pure coke. He just
And then you have the other fighter like in the ring just licking him.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
man.
gets in and he can feel it on his skin, so he's trying to like rub it. in
He's
his own
rubbing
eyes.
his face all over your
His
back.
whole face is numb now. He can't hurt me.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
that's
Fedor is
good.
fighting Mitrione at the Ryzen New Year's Eve show.
Yeah. Which is gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I'm happy for that. And there's actually another big one. I fucking Graham told me about it yesterday. So mine, but there's another big one at the Ryzen show.
Mitrione, like fucking nobody won me over repeatedly.
Yeah, I
like
hated
Mitrione.
Meathead, but he's
Yeah.
grown me. I did delete him on Instagram. Though. He's a loser.
This
but-
is a tournament
Yeah.
coming up, or
no. This is
No,
like
that's
a
the organization.
Japanese
A new
version
league.
of UFC. Yeah, they call it Ryzen.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not
pretty
like
cool.
new. They've been around for a few years now.
But
Yeah,
it's getting
because
really big.
Yeah, it was
In Japan.
Pride, and then the Yakuza was too involved in Pride, and they made them look
Oh.
bad internationally, and guys weren't getting paid, and it was all bad. So it got kiboshed, and then they were
Well, the UFC bought up all their stock and interests.
yeah
They brought them all over.
and then there was the white. They were all fucking the white ring with the white gloves and
Oh yeah.
what they call Dream.
Dream.
And then the Japanese organization became Dream.
Okay.
That was the new Pride,
Okay.
and I don't know what happened.
Dream kind of petered out.
It was good, and then all of a sudden they disappeared. Now it's Ryzen. I think it's because M1 Global they couldn't get Fedor.
Yeah, could be
And
it.
Dream and M1 Global couldn't make a deal, so Ryzen they just changed it. Now it's Ryzen. They have a deal with M1.
So
Global.
Ryzen is Dream then? They just changed a lot
I
of.
think Ryzen is Ryzen.
Ryzen is Ryzen.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're the ones who got the deal with M1 Global, so they took over the top spot
There you go.
ahead of Dream. I don't even think Dream's around anymore.
No, I haven't seen a lot of
They
Dream
couldn't get
these days.
Fedor, and that was that.
That's rough, man. Because that was the Fedor thing with the UFC, right? Like they
M1
wanted
Global.
M1 Global presents Fedor Emelianenko in the UFC.
How come that
Yeah.
guy is still fighting? How is that possible?
He's not that old.
He's not.
No, he's like
35, 30,
no. I think he's like my age. He's like 39,
36,
40.
39.
So he's not too old.
Yeah, he's on the tail end, but he's still got a couple in him.
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Not high level shit anymore, but he's got a couple.
But I
in
just
him.
only ever hear about him every 3 years. I'm like,
Well, he did like
What?
retire.
He did retire, yeah.
that's
for a
He
little
took
while.
2 losses in a row, and it's just like if it's not completely clear what God, because he's a weird Russian Orthodox
Yeah.
Christian guy.
oh, okay, yeah.
So he took 2 losses and after winning 32 in a row, he lost 2. He's like, it's pretty clear God's plans for me, and I'm out.
No.
He got beat up. And
I used to love.
it was
What's his
embarrassing.
brother's name? I used to love watching his brother fight.
Alexander.
Alexander. He always looked like he woke up in the back room like Brad Pitt in Snatch.
Yeah.
Like it just rolled out. He still won
Yeah,
the
yeah.
raps from 2 fights before. Like
Is he
what?
called-
His
he's
hair
from
was
the
always
wake from
fucked
last
up.
night.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
hair was fucked up. Like his fight shorts were just like old jeans.
Yeah.
Like he always looked like just
Jorts.
haggers.
Maybe they just felt
no
Came in-
logos
Man,
on
jorts are
them,
great.
like no sponsors. They're just wearing like
Nothing.
I'm gonna be wearing
They
jorts
said
all the
Adidas
way
on the
through
corner.
Thailand.
Yeah.
I hope so, man.
He's in prison now though. He fucked
But I
somebody
have
up.
2
What?
pairs.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, brutal.
Really?
When we met Fedor, somebody asked him, "Can you talk to us about Alexander?" He's like, "No, I'd rather not speak about Alexander. I love my brother and I wish him well."
It's Thor and Loki.
Yeah.
He is still of Asgard, but I
think
will
the-
not speak
I
of
think
him.
the problem was they're both. I mean, Alexander was famous.
Yeah.
Probably not so much anymore, but let's say early 2000s, he was famous. He was
Oh,
fighting
yeah.
at the same shows as Fedor, and not as successful, but successful.
Well, he wasn't that consistent winner, but he was still
Yeah, he
successful.
wasn't 100% winning rate,
Yeah.
but he was winning more than he lost.
Mhm.
But I think he got involved with the crime side of
Well,
fighting.
he looked it. I mean, come on now.
And then all of a sudden he showed up to an event one day and he had like the stars tattooed on his
Oh,
shoulders.
the Bratva stars.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
And then it was
dear.
like, and they were like,
Oh,
"Ah,
I
don't know."
forgot. I didn't remember. I didn't realize he
And
had
then,
that.
yeah, then he's been in and out of jail since. Now he's back in jail.
Yeah.
I don't remember what for, but it's probably murdering someone
Man.
in Russia.
He always looked so happy in the ring.
He's
Sorry,
the
go
Russian
ahead.
guy who doesn't leave Russia. That's his problem.
Yeah.
He should go live in Paris or I don't know something else.
Because he's just why he always just ends up getting in shit.
He gets in trouble. Yeah,
Oh.
he hangs around bad dudes.
Fair enough.
Because his brother's Fedor and they're like royalty in Russia, because his name Emelianenko and stuff.
That's
mobs,
the emperor.
The people like to party with these guys, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
man.
So they'll be like, "Oh, fuck this guy, man! This guy fucking disrespecting me. Alexander fucking beat his ass," and then Alexander beats him to fucking death.
Dude, I remember this kid. He doesn't look like a kid. But he was younger than me when I worked at Club Fit, and he looked like he was like 38, but he was from Russia. Huge pussy though. Didn't realize it. He's a bodybuilder, and I thought he was like a scary dude. And then he came to hang out with me while I was bouncing once. He's like, "You do this for a living?" He's terrified that I was like, "Oh, what do you do when people won't leave?" I'm like, "You figure out a way to get them to leave, man." But
Yeah, man.
He's like, "Not where I'm from, man. If you can't get a guy to leave, we call a number, and then a jeep shows up with the guys in it." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, it's just like private police that just work with the bars,
Yeah.
and they just like tactical jeeps show up and they beat
It's
the
good
fuck
to
out
know.
of someone."
If I'm in a bar in Russia, guy says leave right away, sir.
Oh, dude, he's like, "Yeah, because they."
Which way's the door?
Yeah.
There. I'm out.
Apparently, because guys are notorious for just like beating the fuck out of door guys, like coming back with a bat like
Yeah.
2
Yeah.
seconds later.
Yeah.
Europe's got some like areas that are really
Yeah.
bad for bars.
Yeah.
Eastern Europe.
That's why he was just like, "I
Yes,
can't
sir.
believe you're a bouncer," because he probably assumed that. I was like, "Man, it's not like this. It's not the same.
No.
There's still threats, but I don't have to worry about a guy just like leaving, going and getting a bottle, breaking it, coming in, stabbing me to death."
Yeah, we have. I mean, we've got some places that were pretty bad.
Yes.
But we don't have
Obviously.
that as a consistent issue.
No.
Yeah.
Whereas he's like, every bar is like policed. You pay these guys to show up.
Yeah.
On the call kind of thing, right?
It always just makes me wonder, like, dude gets asked to get kicked out of the bar. All of a sudden, that bouncer, whom you don't know, is a complete stranger.
Yeah.
Of a place you're never going to go to again. You've probably never been to since.
Or you will go back.
It really doesn't affect your life at all. And you're willing to do life in prison for this guy?
Yeah.
Or like ruin your own life, even
Like-
if it isn't life in
Like,
prison.
I could see if it was, like, something like he was speeding in your street and he hit your kid.
Yeah.
Or, like, something real hardcore. You're just like, you're drunk driving on my residential street and you hit my daughter playing in the crescent.
Yeah.
You go out there and you stab that guy in the throat. I can
Yes.
see it.
Yeah.
I can see it. You know?
There is like a fit of rage you go through.
Yeah.
In the moment.
Where they're like, you murdered that guy, it's wrong. But I see why you did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I understand. You were mad. But you're in a bar.
Yeah.
Guy asks you to leave and you're going to kill that guy?
Yeah. You're
Oh,
so
You're
mad.
You're going to do life in prison because of
We've,
a stranger?
We've
Your
kicked
ego's
lots of
so
guys
high.
out
I
whose
just don't
ego is so
under-
high.
I
Yeah.
just don't understand, like
the regular people with regular
what's the point?
jobs.
Yes.
And they turn around and they're like, "No, I'm going to risk going to jail with an assault charge, ruining my entire life. I'll never get to go
Yeah.
out of the country again."
Just because I feel like I shouldn't be asked to leave this building.
Yeah.
I should not be asked to leave a place where I was acting like an asshole.
I have, and even if the door guy was in the wrong, I have the freedom to go to a number of different bars in
Yes.
this city. Yeah, nope.
I can see
Wait.
the guy
My
being
pride.
mad. I can see the guy wanting
Yeah.
to fight, toss a few knucks. That's
Yeah.
fine. But to come back with a knife or a bat and murder somebody?
But I
what
mean,
is your
it's
motivation?
happened.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
It
But
happened to
just- for
us.
me,
Like, it's one of those
why-
things.
Why do you want to do life in prison for this complete stranger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always wondered,
I
like,
just don't
yeah.
see.
like it's weird, man. Like maybe because I've always thought to myself, like, we wouldn't do it, and maybe like our experience because we worked in the bars when we were fairly young, it was one of those things where we grew up kind of being educated by the system, like by that situation. Like we would never go and do that because
Yeah.
we've got that education being presented to us.
Well,
Like that's
my-
what you look like.
Yeah, like my thought process doesn't go there. Like if I walked into a bar
Yeah.
and like, because I used to go to Cowboys when I was younger, and those guys, any excuse to break your arm, right? Didn't matter. You just leave.
Yep.
If you say anything back, I even almost had that happen to me where I was like, "Nope, we're going, guys. We don't need to get fucking shit kicked out of us."
We don't need this.
But if you got like severely worked over and assaulted, like really beat the shit out of by some door guys, yeah, maybe you'd go back and try to fucking cripple the one that hurt you.
Yeah.
Like if that guy caved in your eye socket or something, you know what I mean? Like something really bad.
I got you. Like a really dirty fucking.
Yeah, like 4 guys stood outside and beat the fuck out of you, and it was at Cowboys or one of those shitty nightclubs back in the day, right? But maybe. But yeah, to be like told, get the fuck out of here, and you get tossed out and embarrassed.
Yeah.
Well, just leave. Just
Also, like everybody who gets kicked out, and I don't know if it was like if it's happened to you guys. I'm sure it has, but to me, it always happened where somebody eventually always tells you a story like, "Yeah, my buddy got kicked out of a place, didn't do nothing.
Yeah,
they
didn't
beat
do
the
nothing.
crap out
Wasn't
of me."
his
Like,
fault. Wasn't his fault.
I got news for you.
we were just standing there. We
I
didn't do
Yeah.
anything.
I prefer that the girlfriend shows up. No, he's good.
Yeah.
No, he's fine.
Excellent.
He's
Thank
good.
You. Thank you for that.
He's good.
We were just
He's
standing
fine.
there.
And
Yeah.
let's not get into the complaining about that because we can complain.
Oh,
about
we'll
that
complain
for
all day, man.
years.
Well, we're
We'll
supposed
do it
to.
all
We're
day.
supposed to have a fucking on the scene
On
episode.
So
well, we should. We have one coming up.
We're
in-
supposed to. No, not in
in
Thailand.
the
I mean,
what's in the
Here,
box
an
segment.
iChart, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Oh
have
yeah,
one.
let's
So
get
as-
to our. Well, you
as-
know what? Hold on a
That's
second.
all you.
This is going to be our looking forward to.
Yeah.
This is looking forward
Because
to what's in the
Luke
box.
brought a box, and
Yeah.
we're wondering what's in the box.
I didn't tell him. I just brought a box.
He just brought a box, and he surprised us by shaming Ghost, who's not here,
Well, he
into
was part of
missing the
he was
box.
It's called
part of
ghost
the-
shaming.
Yeah,
Ghost
this,
shaming.
this segment is called Ghost Shaming. What's in the box? It's some ghost shame.
Well, there's going to be 2 back-to-back box segments where he's going to be shamed. This one and the opening of our third and final
Every
Loot
time we
Crate.
open up a box, it's the ghost shaming segment.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you know, I have a fella friend who's a frogman, and by that I mean he's a Navy SEAL, and by that I mean he's just a regular soldier who does nothing, plays video games.
I get that.
I like to up his
Status.
yeah, like he's a decorated war hero, and by that I mean he's never seen combat and plays video games.
There are guys who do that.
The reservists from that Simpsons episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like you 2 weekends a month, you got to work. The rest of the time, you're drunk off your ass.
Yeah, unless Homer's on your boat
Yeah.
and you start a nuclear war.
Yeah.
the closest he does to actual warring is he takes his lavs out on patrols around Anthony Henday. They do a full lap.
Awesome.
Take it back.
I
in
can
the
get.
base.
I'm down with that.
Wash it, take it back in the base.
I'm okay with that.
So I made some deals, some dark back alley deals.
Ooh, underhanded shit.
He gave me a box.
He got a box. I hope it's just a corrugated cardboard box.
I asked for rocket launchers.
Oh,
He said he had them halfway out the base, and the alarms went off, and he got them back in the vault before they noticed they were gone.
ooh.
Pretty close.
Wait, no one's getting shot in the basement today.
No.
It takes forever to get blood out of that carpet, and I'm
Right,
all out of
yeah.
line.
So
All right,
this
I'll get in the shower.
this is all I
All
could
right.
get from him.
Why?
Now
Alright.
you guys don't get to choose. You just put your hand in the box, and you get what you get.
Oh.
But how long do you got to rifle around in the box with said hand?
Not long.
No, just do it.
All right.
You don't get to pick.
Okay. No, I know.
Just- Well, it's a blind choose.
But I know. Okay, so
Hold it high so we don't see.
okay.
Oh, the
Do you
camera
know what's in
sees.
the box?
Yes.
Okay, well then we should close our eyes.
It says Canadian Forces not for resale.
Well,
on
show
the
it.
side
Show
of
it.
this box.
Yeah, where? Where does it say that?
All on the side of the box.
All right.
Wait, why does it say launch? Oh, lunch. It says lunch.
Lunch codes. Oh man, is it all fucking?
They're military rations.
Ah, nice.
Oh, no way.
Man, I can't wait to try
no,
these.
those are the cookers.
Oh, those are the cookers.
Oh, like what do you mean they heat? They heat.
You got to
up?
heat
Yeah,
them.
those are heaters, so you can heat them in the freezing cold field. Oh, Saber's got
Beef ravioli. Oh, damn,
I
yo.
want to eat this right now.
Beef vegetable
well, that's the idea.
stew.
That's why I brought the cookers.
I got beef and vegetable stew. That is the
Are-
least
are we gonna-
favorite of things I'd want.
Are we going to cook these right now?
Spaghettis, yeah, that's why we have the cookers.
Oh, that's
I
excellent.
like that it says like us on Facebook on here.
That's awesome.
Indian.
Oh,
chicken
I would
gravy.
so much rather
Oh.
have that than beef and vegetable stew.
Well, you can,
And
man.
there's another beef ravioli. You can trade.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
I will.
I just like the initial disappointment of like, oh.
No,
Oh.
I'm
'Cause
totally. I've
apparently,
never eaten rations.
Scuba says that's what you do at war. The box comes in, and you don't get the fucking look in the box. You reach in, you grab what
Reach
you
in and grab what you
Yeah.
got.
and you're just like, beef and vegetable again,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Man, that is awesome.
What? Okay, now does anybody else want Indian chicken?
If you want, you go ahead.
I'll take a beef and ravioli.
Okay, then you
'Cause I
take
think
that.
there's-
Yeah, I got a beef ravioli here. Yeah.
I want spaghetti. I'm torn between these two
All right, well,
because I really want to see what this would taste
beef
like.
and
'cause
vegetable stew is
This
going
seems
back-
like you can't really replicate that for short term.
No, that is gonna be like that's gonna be the fun one.
These right
I'm
there.
gonna eat that one.
You do that one.
These are the in the field
Yes.
-40. You don't need fire to cook them.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is awesome.
Full on military rations, and these are kind of loot crates. There's some gold in
Man,
these things.
yeah,
All right,
I
you
mean,
open
like,
yours.
okay, let's all
No,
open
one
them
at a
together.
time. One at a
One
time.
at a time.
There's
Oh, they're
good
all
shit in all-
different. Yeah,
they're
they're
all
all
Okay.
different.
You
All
don't
right.
know what's in them.
Saber
Military
has.
rations.
So I got beef ravioli.
Okay.
I'm told no matter which one you pick, you don't poop after.
It's
Really?
probably designed
Just-
for that. It's
Yeah,
probably
because
like,
you don't want poop in the field.
Yeah, yeah.
They plug you up.
So they plug you up on purpose.
The
Yeah.
gum is a laxative though, so if you do want to go, eat the gum.
There's
Oh,
chewing
wow.
gum in here.
It's a laxative chewing gum. Yeah.
Interesting.
We're not gonna eat that because I got a like
Just
day job.
Sabotage someone like, hey, want some gum?
Oh, dude, I'm bringing that to. Fuck, if I had a bouncing shift before I left for Thailand, I would be bringing. Hey guys,
Oh
I got
man.
the sweet
Gum.
military gum. The one guy.
No, if
with
you
my
tell them
luck-
military gun, they're gonna know.
Yeah,
it's
but I'm
laxative.
saying that's what my luck will be. Is one there'll be a military guy working. He's like, no man, don't fucking eat that gum. It's laxative gum.
So this is the espresso roast coffee,
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, it's got
pretty
a
cool.
packet of coffee.
It's like
Got a
instant
packet of
mix,
coffee.
instant mixed coffee.
instant mix. We
no,
have
hold on. I'll give you the to range. What you can do is you can do a Ranger coffee,
yeah.
and a Ranger coffee is you open this up, you pour it in your mouth, you pour the water in your mouth, you swish it around, you swallow it.
That is
Cold-
awesome.
Cold water.
That is Ranger coffee. Cold
That is all.
water.
Doug also knows that's about because we had the 3-in-1s,
Ranger coffee.
and I made him do that with a 3-in-1 instead of coffee.
And that's a what?
Sports drink. It's called Ice.
Oh, like Gatorade.
Ice sports drink.
Gatorade. Sports
Gatorade.
drink.
We
Electrolytes.
have
Again, you have to
Matches.
Matches.
Yeah.
Awesome.
obviously we have what appears to be a packet that says hamburger bun. Ooh.
I like some Pain hamburger.
Yeah. I want
Yeah,
some pain
I want some pain burger. Pain burgers. We got
Military style pain
Also could use that as a doorstop.
could whitener for tea and
Oh, yeah.
coffee.
Yep.
I believe we have the laxative gum here. Oh, we got honey. Oh, damn,
Ooh,
honey.
You have a packet of honey.
Packet of honey. Whitener.
That's racist.
You just walk and throw that black ice.
Yeah.
We have peanut butter.
Oh, a tube of peanut butter.
awesome.
Damn.
That's
a
ketchup.
score. You can use
You
it.
get a lot in here,
This
man.
is the ideal lazy man's packet right here. You just cut it
We
open.
have a
and
fruit source.
Fruit source bar.
Fruit bar.
Shit. There's a ton of really good stuff in here.
That's the bag. That's
This
to
is
make
the
your
bag
juice.
to make your juice. Yeah.
Make your
Your
juice.
Gatorade.
Yeah.
You
Well,
can
it's got a
unfold
hot
this so
chocolate.
the bag stands on its own. It's like it
Nice.
does it at the
Frank's
bottom.
Red Hot.
Frank's Red Hot.
And the bag comes out so the bag can stand on its own.
Nice.
Shit, man. This is like a pretty good haul. I feel like this is Christmas.
It is, yeah.
Got sugar and a spoon and a napkin.
No forks or knives because army.
Army, you don't want to accidentally
You can't give
jam
them the
something in
means
your
to kill
hand.
themselves. They have machine guns, but you can't give them the means to kill themselves.
Yeah, shoot yourself, don't kill yourself. This is the ravioli. That's the
the
actual
meal?
packet of
Okay.
ravioli.
All right, we're gonna warm that up later.
We also have a packet of dessert.
What's that?
I don't know, but it's dessert.
What do you got? It should
Does it
on
say?
it.
Does it say on there?
It is baked chocolate dessert.
Nice.
Ooh, baked chocolate. There is a
There's
wet nap.
710 calories in this.
Nice.
Completely unbelievable in Book of Eli when he kept finding KFC wet naps everywhere. It was like bobby pins and Fallout. And our laxative gum.
Oh
Nice.
yeah,
There's
always
your poop
one.
gum.
There's always one.
Always
Poop gum.
one. Cool, man. That's a really
Poop
cool
gum.
haul.
Poop gum.
I'm gonna eat both pieces, but I'll be at home.
The poop gum.
Just to see what happens.
Don't do it.
I just want to find out what happens.
It liquefies your.
That's fine. That's fine.
It will mess you up. You guys
I
have
probably
to open yours.
should. If I'm gonna
Who's
eat
next?
this, I probably should eat
All right,
those.
so take out your meal.
Oh, we
It'll
do
be
it
in a
now?
sack. So take it out of the box. There'll be a pouch in it. Your meal will be in a pouch.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do a run through of
And then-
yours.
and then we'll cook them all three at the same time.
Okay, so we got to open this guy up now. Damn, informative today. Today was a good episode.
Yeah, we're gonna get all those army
Doing some
likes.
cool shit.
Hashtag
Yeah, man.
America and shit.
Yeah.
Army guys, you'd be like, I feel their pain.
So this is
They're
our
gonna be
beef
like, no,
ravioli.
don't eat that. There you go.
That's awesome.
Damn.
We'll warm that up in the thing here later.
There is like some serious in the unopened patch boiling water shit that you got to do.
Yeah, it's this.
Yeah, you got to put it in. I think what you add water to this and just put it. It's a flameless heater,
Yeah, so
right?
you cut open the thing, you stuff your filling, you stuff your thing in there, and then you wrap it up and you wait.
It's essentially the same stuff from like
The hot
hand
packets,
warmers,
hand warmers.
Right?
Yeah.
You
Think
break
same
it,
idea.
You do
warms
have
up.
to add the water though.
Yeah.
It does get nuclear hot though.
Yeah, I figured. That's
so
awesome.
we're gonna have to do it in the bathtub or something because it can leak. So.
We'll probably go to the kitchen for it. We'll pause, go to the kitchen, do all this shit, then come back.
Well,
okay.
it just sits there. It drips.
Okay.
That's all.
All right then.
We can.
What do we eat it out of? The
All right,
bag?
you go.
Do you eat out of the bag?
Yeah, eat out of the bag.
Okay.
Like a fucking man.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if there's another device in this whole setup here.
That's our dessert. That's our dessert, by the way.
That's a dessert.
Backers.
That is chocolate dessert.
And so you got to warm up the dessert too.
I don't think so. No, I think the dessert you can just eat.
It says you got to place an unopened pouch and pan of boiling water.
Oh, well, there you go. You'll have to warm that sucker up too.
Cool.
Turns into
But then what's the
heat
point of the
maybe.
heat packs then?
Those are heat packs. This is boiling water.
That's the pan of boiling water.
This thing gets
Oh.
boiling hot. It'll burn you if you touch it.
Okay. All right. Okay, so I got. Should I go with the food first, or what do you guys want me to do?
Whatever feels right, man. Whatever you can reach first.
I'm gonna grab this first because this is what I first saw when I opened it. This is my pain burger.
Get your pain.
I got my pain burger to go with my Indian
Pain burger, buddy.
Because I mean, burger buns is what you eat with Indian style chicken.
I would imagine a hamburger bun.
Yes.
Hamburger bun.
Yeah.
No, pain burger.
A
bun.
beef burger and Indian chicken.
Blueberry applesauce.
Blueberry applesauce.
Blueberry
my,
applesauce.
That's my dessert.
That's a score.
Blueberry.
You can be strong as a baby.
Blueberry.
He'll be as strong as a baby. A
And then
gigantic
I'll
bearded
try
baby.
some of this other stuff here. Oh, napkins.
Oh, you're cleansing
Napkins, yo.
Reese's Pieces peanut butter candy.
this. Oh, that's a score.
What?
This
What
is
a
actually
haul.
like that's fucked up because I'm like that's all I eat.
Reese's Pieces
Reese's
peanut
cup
butter.
shit.
This is all I eat.
Oh,
Reese's products.
man. You got peanut butter pieces.
Oh,
Weird.
you have your drink bag.
Meant to be. And peanut butter.
Mm-hmm.
And raspberry jam.
Oh, you got jam.
Why the fuck?
You got jam?
I got honey.
Oh, you got honey.
Yeah, I got the honey.
I didn't jam.
And then my strawberry sports drink.
Sports drink.
So I got raspberry. Are you sure you didn't get jam with your peanut butter?
No, I got the honey with the peanut butter.
Oh.
Yeah. Which is cool because I always do honey and peanut butter
I
instead
got
of jam.
espresso roast coffee.
Nice.
I don't-
high end.
Yeah, well, mine is espresso too.
I won't
espresso.
eat.
Yeah.
This is like the hipster ration because I got Indian chicken. You know,
Yeah, you
And
you
then I
really
got
are
the
like
Hipster ration.
and
the
I got the
hipster ration.
espresso.
so frou.
Yeah. Only 100 grains of sugar in here.
I'm told the sugar you just put in the whatever drink they gave you. Add
Yeah,
the sugar.
that's it.
That
makes sense, though.
That's
Add the
hardcore
sugar.
shit.
And then my racist mix for my coffee.
Your
the
whitener.
Whitener.
The whitener.
Matches as usual.
I'm gonna whiten my coffee.
Oh, I got Frank's Red Hot.
Nice.
And then
That's your matches.
I don't know. I think those are yours.
We'll
And you
separate
have
them
your
later.
actual meal.
Yeah. I got a wet nap too. And then yeah, I got my.
You didn't get laxative gum?
No, I did. I found it.
Okay.
It's in there.
So very exciting.
And then this is my Indian chicken breast. Nice.
Indian chicken breast.
I'm trying to stay lean.
I'm told when you open that sucker up, take the bag out. And I'm told when you have like a solid meat, you should, with the bag still closed, kind of break it up into pieces.
Oh, like mush
because
it?
they don't give you a knife, so you only have a spoon.
That's
So
a
you
good
can
call.
Smash it up ahead
So
of
mushing
time.
up before you cook it?
Mush it, yeah. Mush it before you cook it.
Before you open the bag.
And then I don't understand. What do you do with that pain bun?
I
You
think-
put the peanut butter and jam in it.
Yeah, they give you multiple things because you're not just eating one meal.
But do you warm it up?
You could, I imagine.
But do you eat all this in one sitting?
Dealer's choice.
No, I don't think. I think the idea is that you've got some stuff to carry you over for a few hours.
My understanding is from the army guys is when you pick one up, you open it up, you take what you want,
Yeah.
you put it in your vest, and everything else goes in the garbage.
Oh, in the garbage?
Really?
Yeah.
I was I was watching
let's
some
say
of
you
these.
like you find that disgusting. You're like, okay, that's in the garbage. You're like, okay, the bread, I'll take the food, I'll take everything goes in your vest. Everything else just in the garbage. You just leave it in a bush.
in the trash.
Leave it in a bush.
We knew a guy who was starting to
Nicely,
prep a little
neatly
bit,
packed.
and so I started watching a bunch of videos with him about like the prepping, and all your like how to do this, how to do it properly. And army guys were doing kind of that, but not throwing it away. They were separating the stuff they want to eat right now and stuff they're going to have for later for breakfast
I would
or
do that.
for snacks.
If I could carry it, I would
Yeah.
probably I'd
Yeah.
eat whatever right on the spot, and then I would probably have the rest for
It's
like.
funny how this thing says not for resale right on it.
Yeah.
But Mech sells it. You can buy these. They'll like Mech will buy boxes and then sell them for people who are like hunting or whatever.
I bet you
Yeah.
they're slightly like changed, so they're not military grade or some shit.
My
Could be,
understanding
yeah.
it is the exact same box.
Really?
They buy the exact same box.
Wow.
Anyways, this is what we got here. I have ice sports drink as well,
Nice.
made by Dr. Otkor. Mississauga.
Dr. Utker. That's a well-known
Mississauga.
American brand.
Mississauga. I also have pain hamburger.
Pain bun.
Pain bun. A bun of pain. Oh.
The fruit source. Same,
Man,
homie.
can I? What if these? What if?
Reese's Pieces.
Can I just eat some of them?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
The box
we
is
should.
yours.
We should have some.
Frozen, honey.
What did you get? Fuck, you
love
got a
that.
ton, man.
Yeah.
That's to
weird.
keep your sugars up in the
Isn't that
field.
technically, like,
Espresso.
did they buy the rights from Reese's to?
No, I think Reese's like they pay a little bit of money
That's what I
to,
mean. They pay
Peanut
Reese's
butter.
or to let them use that.
to actually have that in their rations
My
packet.
dessert.
Well, like this one here too, right?
Yeah.
Like that's Sunripe.
Baked chocolate
yeah.
dessert again. Me and Saber are same piece.
Same, homie.
Baked chocolate
Yeah.
dessert. I think that blueberry, whatever the fuck I got, is kind of a rip.
The apple
Are you
sludge?
kidding?
Applesauce.
I think the applesauce
Blueberry
is probably
sauce.
better. Probably delicious.
Yeah, blueberry applesauce probably really tasty.
Oh, it's just
Man, you got like roughly the same thing I did.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait,
I'll
I
take
just
a few.
got, I just got a different meal.
Not lost, just a couple. That's good.
And we need that.
Reese's.
Wait, no, it's all you, buddy.
Go ahead, come on,
Come on. Come on.
come on, come
Trying
on.
not to crunch on the microphone.
Yeah. Gronk.
No, don't do that.
No, I will. You go ahead though. It's funny when you do it.
You're just looking. I'm like,
Okay,
No, I was listening.
we should cut now and then come back when everything's cooked.
We should do that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a little cut here, and then we are going to like Strangler said, we're gonna come back when
Be
everything's
like,
cooked.
and cooked.
We've been all over the place with this journey. This has been a journey. If
We've
people have been watching and not listening, because chances are I cut this out from the iTunes stuff.
The beef ravioli.
okay.
But like we went off on a secret fucking mission because Strangler brought us these wonderful rations,
Military rations.
military rations.
You
If you were
think
with us
you think-
before, which you were,
You think this would have like a straw thing?
you'd think Capri Sun.
Yeah.
I want Capri Sun hole.
They're not allowed to have anything that stabs.
Ah, that's right.
Just like have like an easy tear hole for the dull straw.
A tear hole.
Yeah.
I want a tear hole.
Yeah.
Ah, nerd hole.
Look at us with forks,
sure,
like
sure.
like
Speed hole.
forks. What is
He's a
this high
fuck guy.
society shit?
So you guys all have your meals.
How do I drink this?
I don't know what's what anymore because they don't
I
have.
poured on the side, I think.
They're not labeled. That's all I
They
did.
had labels on the back.
Ah, chocolate dessert.
Chocolate dessert.
Baked chocolate
This is
dessert.
This is watered down. It's better with less water. Oh, sugar. That's why.
Do it.
Okay.
Put some sugar in there.
Apparently, that's what they tell me to do.
Yeah. So and this one here is the beef ravioli. If you guys haven't opened it.
No.
Oh, I already opened this one.
Oh,
I'll trade
Oh,
you.
they're trade these.
The whole thing.
Okay.
Be a man.
I'm putting 100 grains of sugar exactly into
All
my,
100 grains.
all 100 grains. How is that 100 grains? That looks like 4 million grains of sugar.
Maybe they mean that as weight, not actual grains.
What is that, metric?
Yeah, it's something. Oh, it's open right to the top.
Yeah, it's tear ready.
We're gonna be wiping this table later.
Yeah.
No, we've done pretty well so far.
We have. We've done a really
We've
good
made
job.
drinks without spilling, so I'm impressed.
Ooh. It is legitimately like
Salty.
not Uncle Ben's. What's that other shit? The Chef Boyardee.
Beefaroni.
It doesn't smell terrible. That doesn't smell too bad at
It's
all.
probably not bad. It's probably high sodium, so you keep water in. It's probably like really like sticks to your ribs kind of food. You know.
Sticks to your ribs.
It's not hot. It's tasty. It is sticking to my ribs. We have some forks here, which I think you might want to go with the fork.
No forks.
You're gonna go with the spoon.
This is slightly better with sugar in it, like an improvement.
I could imagine.
Because no one tells me how to live, I'm starting with the chocolate cake.
Yeah, that's fine.
Nobody will strangle what to do.
My palate has been rinsed properly from my previous authentic
I should have
food.
taken my own advice and broken it up ahead of time.
It smells really good.
Tip for you gentlemen: if you put your food on the bun, it warms the bun up a bit because this is like feels like it just came out of a fridge.
That's a good call.
So
Well, I came out of my frozen tray.
That's a fun fact.
Yeah.
That is a fun fact. No, it's good that you're still munching away though.
Yeah.
Why?
No, it's good
Oh.
because we still have like something to show.
Now the question is, should we put the honey on the pain?
Oh man, not me.
Technically, Dan ate his pain.
Yeah.
We didn't.
He needed to though. Like he mixed it in. Like you did it right. You mixed it in with your food.
Yeah, mine was too saucy. Like it's just This is a good idea.
That was an experience.
Yeah, it's a bucket list thing.
We went somewhere with this.
Yeah, bucket list thing. It's like
It kind of is.
I ate some military rations.
It kind of is a
Real
bucket list
honest
thing.
to God, come in plain colors you can't see from a distance. Military rations.
I've never had them.
It was beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah, that was lovely. It was so ours was beef ravioli.
Yeah,
And we had chocolate cake.
with chocolate cake.
You had the absolute right idea by eating your chocolate cake first. You
yeah.
went dessert first because you said ain't nobody can tell me how to live my fucking life.
Yeah,
And you ate your chocolate cake.
that's why I would never make it in the army because they tell you how to live your life.
They do,
Tell
but you.
exactly.
Luke does not
how to
respect
live your life.
authority.
I respect authority just fine. I just don't like waking up when I don't feel like it.
Yeah, no 5 a.m. forced wake up. You'll wake up at 5 a.m. on your own,
Yeah,
but you will not be told to wake up
I
at
have
5
to
a.m.
go to bed at 6 p.m. though. If you want me to wake up 5, I can't war into late hours in the morning and then expect me to be up 5 a.m.
So okay, so the order was, well, the order you ate yours in
Yeah,
was.
I had the chocolate cake first, and then when my system was shutting down,
Yes,
I had the ravioli, which turned everything back on.
which was the right call. 'Cause that ravioli
Rinsed
was
all
actually
of-
like
the ravioli was really good.
The
It rinsed
salty-
all the salt always dominates over the sweet. Washed everything away, and then at the end, took a delicious hit of that delicious crystal meth drink,
our Breaking Bad liquid. It's blue meth.
liquid ice.
Well, it's called ice and it's blue.
Yeah, and
Okay,
it.
that's right now.
I feel as though I'm ready for a few more hours of the war effort.
Woo! Damn, yo.
Good for the war effort.
Yeah, it tastes like plastic.
Yep.
That is something.
Ooh.
You got some colorant.
I still have some hamburger pain,
Colorant.
some pain hamburger with
I've got the chocolate stuck in my
peanut
teeth.
butter and honey, which
do you
I have a
guys-
feeling will have to. You need liters and liters of fluid to wash peanut butter, honey, and dry bread down.
Yeah,
And
that
that's
won't
probably
be me.
some dense ass bun. Like that's probably designed to not break up very quickly.
Well, you had to put yours into your Indian chicken dinner, which
Yeah.
yours is different than ours. You
It
had
was
Indian
chick-
chicken.
It was chicken stew. Let's not.
Let's call a spade a
that's,
spade.
that's like white senior citizens Indian chicken. Like the
Well,
usual
It was what?
They can't
white
have
senior
actual.
citizen.
They can't
Yes,
have
like
actual
white
curry
old white
out
people,
on the
yeah.
field because
Yeah.
this stuff's designed to back you up.
Yeah, you can't be exploding.
They should just call it chicken stew. It was just chicken stew.
It's just chicken stew.
Well, they have to call it Indian chicken stew to make all those Indian guys have them a meal.
Well, no, that's what it could be. It could be a marketing thing.
It could just not even for that. It could just be a variety. Because like beef stew, ravioli,
Oh, chicken
everyone's-
stew.
I don't
Indian
think-
chicken.
I don't think there are any good ones.
I know, but after you've had
I'm
them
told
for
the
so long-
salmon is god awful. We didn't get a salmon in our box, which is maybe for the best.
I think you got to heat this applesauce up, dude.
It's applesauce.
Does it say on there gotta heat it? Why would you want to heat applesauce?
I don't know. It's just like
Applesauce.
I think you're good. I think give it a shot. Is it apple something? Is it apple blueberry?
it's blueberry sauce.
Blueberry apple.
Blueberry applesauce.
No, I think you eat that cold.
You eat that cold.
I always have my applesauce cold.
No, but you throw that shit on pie.
We don't have any pie. Oh, you should have poured that in the chocolate cake.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
no.
would have totally been okay with giving you guys this.
No, man. That chocolate cake was just.
Does anybody want my raspberry jam?
why didn't you
That's
tell
all
me
right.
I'm
You can
covered
take that for later.
covered in chocolate.
That's my napkin.
I'm sorry, but I have chocolate.
That's okay.
on.
I don't. As long as you don't care.
We all have chocolate. We all have a mess of chocolate.
That's the problem. We went where you shouldn't go.
I'm gonna put the peanut butter and jam in my applesauce.
Oh yeah.
That's a good call. Well, you're putting the peanut butter and jam
In the applesauce.
into your applesauce.
Because I ate the bun in my chicken stew.
Oh,
That
you
was
want my bun?
No.
Your
Well, I don't care.
Pain hamburger.
You're not gonna have your pain bun?
You do what you got to do. If that's what you want to do, I will sacrifice my pain bun for you to enjoy.
Because otherwise, you just use it as a doorstop.
It is dense. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not
Oh, dude. That's
It's
why I warmed it
not,
up. Oh.
good gravy. They do give you a lot though. The amount of food that you get is quite a bit. That is your coffee and that is your sugar.
I'm gonna Ranger that later.
You're gonna Ranger that. The Ranger was, say again, what was it called?
The Ranger is you open this up.
It's cold
and
water.
You pour it in the cold and whatever water bottle you have, ambient temperature water bottle. If you're in Soviet Russia, frozen water.
I thought you poured
if
it in
you're
your
in
mouth.
Afghanistan, it's probably boiling hot water.
Yeah.
You pour it in there, you shake it, and then you drink it.
I
Just
thought
as is.
I thought that guy poured it into his mouth and you drink it.
Well, I think he didn't have time for a bottle. He was under fire.
Could be.
I
But
better
yeah.
get some coffee while I'm getting shot at. Yeah, I don't know.
There was that Scuba
Oh.
told me about the one guy who was like, he was taking fire and he had to poop, so he was like behind the wall taking fire. And he's like, no, poop.
Oh wow.
Put the gun down, pulled the child down, dug a little hole, pooped. All done.
There
Wiped
was
it down,
enough distance from him.
Put the sand back over top of it. Turn around. Continue.
Imagine getting shot while you're taking a shit.
Man, yeah. But
That
I
was
mean,
apparently
like
World
when
War
you gotta
II.
go, you gotta
In
go.
World War II, that was the thing. Like the difference between high-end soldiers and low-end soldiers
Mhm.
is like, can you shit in battle?
While taking fire
Yeah.
or while under
Well, 'cause so
under
many
fire.
people are
Under
just
fire.
the
'Cause
stress
at
alone
first you
will
can't,
constipate
but
you.
when you're
right?
like year 1, year 2, year 3 of war,
Yeah.
you don't care anymore.
Well, then you become Eric Bana in Black Hawk
I
Down.
can shit anywhere.
Yeah, Eric Bana on Black Hawk Down could shit anywhere.
Yeah.
That guy could have been shitting standing while eating a cereal, telling Josh Hartnett he's not going back.
If it whizzes, you can poop. If it
Yeah.
snaps, you have to stop pooping and return fire. A whiz is close. A snap, they're shooting at you.
A snap is actually hitting in earshot, in ear distance.
Yeah, it's close enough where you can hear the wind.
Yeah, it's cracking
A whiz
against
is-
something.
A whiz, like no, they're not. They're
If it-
shooting north.
If it snaps, you're dodging shrapnel from whatever it's hitting.
Well, it's the wind that snaps. It doesn't
Oh,
have
that's
hitting.
Jimmy. I thought you meant it's hitting like
No,
things
it's
next
the
to you.
wind that snaps. When it goes
wind
by,
that
it
snaps.
snaps.
Oh man, that's brutal.
So that's when
Man.
you have to stop pooping and return fire.
Stop pooping or
Then
turn
what's
fire.
the whizzing one then?
The
That's
whiz
when-
means they're shooting in your general
but
direction,
super
but
high
it's
above
nowhere
you.
near
or-
you.
Oh,
It's
okay.
farther away to where it feels like it's just a sound.
In actuality, a whiz is
snap is-
probably close enough where it's in the first couple of days of war, it matters.
Mhm.
But when you try to get into like years of war, you hear a bunch of whizzes.
Dude, do you know what I started coming across by accident on YouTube? Is the guys that upload live footage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's not like a scam. It's like these dudes just like they have
Yeah.
their cell phones out in Afghanistan, and
Sauce.
I'll eat my sauce.
Eat your sauce.
But they
Your baby food.
they almost blew each other up. Like there's a couple where that guy they call in a strike and it's way off and
Yeah.
fucking blows up a portion of their little makeshift base.
Their
and-
bunker?
And they're all like, "What the fuck?" And they're not all freaking out. They're just like, "Whoops." Like,
That's our shit.
shit, yeah.
Fuck.
Like, but there's like whole videos of this stuff.
I'm a pie in there.
Rookie
So
move, Saber.
we
Rookie move.
no, that's what it is.
Vibrated.
Yeah, the phone's just vibrating. But we had a friend of ours who you guys know as well. We will speak about him off camera to keep him out of trouble. Oh, excuse me. That ravioli came back to me.
I
But-
don't want all the poop gum. I just want my
You
one.
don't need any of it.
I want to find out what it does.
There, take mine too.
Dan gets all the poop.
Okay, I'll eat all 6 pieces and I'll tell you
Oh,
what happens.
dude,
There
eat
you
all
go.
6 pieces and swallow them.
Well, at home. No, I'm not gonna swallow it. You just chew on it.
I don't know how it works.
So anyway, we had a guy who we knew who was in the military, and we've all worked with him. But he sent me a video back in the day when you could like send those files via like file share on what was it, the old Hotmail accounts.
Yeah.
So he sent me a file, didn't tell me what it was. I opened it up, and it was like spotter sniper video, and it was, I mean, to know that you're watching from their perspective because that's what he was doing in the army, and I mean like he could have gotten into some serious fucking trouble.
Oh, of course.
For sending that over. But it was, again, like back in the day, we're talking like grainy fucking like 360p video.
Well, he doesn't have a fucking iPhone 6 there.
No, it's not like what you get today.
Yeah.
But seeing it then and watching a piece of somebody fly off, you're like, fucking, that is brutal, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're used to that now
Yeah.
with all the military.
We've been
footage.
desensitized by military video.
Yeah, like all those aerial, like the helicopters with the.
Well, even in
the
Gulf
heat
War
vision-
One, like the
heat vision
friggin'
stuff.
the missile shots you used to see back then, right?
Yep.
Never got to where you actually saw faces and shit, but still, like there are people there getting
Yeah.
hit.
Well, they're blowing up. Like,
Yeah, now
like,
you see the white
holes
people
or-
running around.
Yeah.
And then, they just wait a second.
Way to be a downer, Strangler. We have such a good, like, happy-go-lucky podcast. So you started talking about
the best
videos and
part,
shit.
You wait for the dust to settle. The helicopter does another lap. When it comes back, you look at the scene, see if he's moving, and all it is like red smush everywhere. I'm like, that's people. That's
What
a
a-
person. Cherry pie all over there.
Cherry pie all over. You know what we didn't get, though? We didn't get cherry pie in this meal.
I'm surprised.
No pie.
I'm
Or, like, eat
I'm
your
somewhat
dessert.
surprised.
I don't want to.
I want to see your face. I'm not gonna lie.
It's not like it's gonna taste bad. It's just a lot more food to eat. Like
So what we're gonna do
There's always room for Jello.
is we're gonna call an end to this particular
I
episode.
thought we were loot crating now.
yeah.
No, well, that'll be another one.
Oh,
But
okay.
this episode is done
I understand.
because we had our loot crate, and
You're
our loot
turning-
crate was phenomenal.
You're turning 1 into 2.
You
You're giving
brought
yourself more
content.
content.
Yeah, I'm giving more content.
Yes.
But you brought a
We'll
phenomenal
have to
loot
change your
crate.
shirts for the loot crate, so it seems like it's a different day.
No, it will be a different day.
I
I'll
got
probably
a
do a little bit later, earlier. So I want to thank at Southside Strangler.
Yeah, we should tag Scuba Steve in this.
And we will thank Scuba Steve.
Scuba Steve got us the meal.
Frogman got us rations.
This ain't
Scuba
not bad.
Steve.
He is a war hero, an undecorated, unrecognized war hero.
Yeah.
Of the inventory or inventory warehouse.
Inventory.
His job is to he works the labs.
Yeah.
He's a corporal
Mhm.
or no, I don't know.
Well, you know
Master
what?
Corporal. He is a
We're
corporal.
gonna link up his
He's a corporal.
Instagram so you
He's a
can see
corporal.
what he does.
He's gonna be a master corporal one day.
Master Corporal?
Yeah, he's not.
He
allowed
gets to like
yell at
boss the other
people.
corporals
No,
around?
he doesn't get to boss anyone yet. But one more promotion, and he starts to get the bark orders at people, and he says he's been practicing.
Oh. Well, you know what? Good for him
He's
because he
7
did us
years
a
in, and
solid.
He's ready to bark at people.
7 years.
Yeah, he's a corporal. He's one below yelling at someone.
Dude,
Never seen combat.
I knew a guy who was 25 years,
We're
still
not
didn't get the bark at
with
anybody.
anything.
Yeah, but we still send people out over to do tours.
Not for a long time. We haven't
Yeah,
sent
well,
someone out
it's-
in a long time.
No, it hasn't been that long. But I mean, not everybody goes, right? Not everybody.
No,
not everybody
just
goes
very
out
few
there.
People, the high-end guys go.
Oh.
He's just a corporal.
He's just a dude.
The
Well,
thing is,
Corporal's
why-
got-
how
Corporal's
come
got there.
Corporal doesn't sound like a bad one? Why does it sound like
No, it's a mid-rank, but he's he's a combat engineer,
Mhm.
which means he puts together scenarios where army guys can kill.
So
He
he's
doesn't
like
he doesn't actually necessarily kill himself per se.
he's a combat architect.
Yeah, I mean he'll.
Is that what combat engineer was?
So I mean, let's say there's bad guys over here and good guys over here. You want to get the good guys over there, kill the bad guys.
Strangler's gonna tell us this while we say thank you to at
Yeah.
/Handsome
So he
Dan.
plays Warhammer.
Yeah, and there's
I'm at
there's-
Vic Sabe.
and there's a river, a creek in between, and
We'll see you at the
the
loot crate.
tanks can't get across. They'll run over